Hi and welcome back. Today I have another abstract watercolor journal spread. I'm often doing these when I have not much time to play, or often when I'm not sure what to create and to get me started. I picked that color scheme you see on the left with one of my color cards. I have a video for those cards on my channel and I will link it up in the end cards. This time I decided to just play with different shapes. Often I do squares or circles, and this time I decided to just use different shapes and lines with the colors that I've picked. I often get asked which watercolors I'm using. I have many different brands in my boxes. I have two palettes, one with cold colors and one with warms. And the paints are from Rosa Gallery, vanGogh, Schmincke. Also sometimes I use Mijello Mission Gold, but I have those in another separate palette. I'm just using the colors that I like. If you are new to watercolors and you want to get yourself a set, I would recommend not buying a super cheap set with tons of paints from Amazon. I would recommend using a well-known brand, but they always have their student grade line, which is usually not that expensive, and you will get a good quality paint and not a paint that is only made from fillers and less pigment. My favorite brand to start would be vanGogh or White Nights, and even sometimes you can get the Mijello Mission Gold colors with a good deal. The journal I'm working in is a watercolor journal from Kunst und Papier. I really like that journal because it has many pages and it's not that expensive, and I'm not afraid to ruin it, and that makes it easier to play, I would say. Also, my brush is not very expensive. It's from my online shop, the House brand, and it's a watercolor brush. That's what I'm always looking for, because then the brushes take a lot of water and paint, which makes it easier to play with it. But I don't think you need very expensive brushes. Playing with the paints is really relaxing, I would say, and it's also a great way to explore the medium. If you are a beginner to watercolors, this is a great way to practice and play and to integrate that in your daily life. I pulled out my Inktense pencils to do some mark making onto my page. I dip the nib sometimes into water to get more pigment of my pencil, and I also work on the wet paper. To get really loose lines, I always take the pencil at the very end, so I have less control. I'm coming back in with more watercolors, and this time I'm using a smaller brush. I'm adding some splatters to my spread because I really like the texture of them, and it makes the whole piece a bit more loose, I would say, and also it increases the contrast. I will now let this dry completely and then come back and add some finishing touches. I got out my Neocolors and also one of the new stamps. It's the smaller tree from one of the new carved collections. The stamps are not in the shop yet because I don't have the time to get everything ready at the moment. I think I will have all the stamps in the store next weekend and they will be available for pre-order. So I have a little bit of more time to press all those stamps, and also I have an idea how many stamps I need. I don't know for sure at the moment. Please just check my Instagram page or the Rubber Dance Instagram page and our shop page, and you will get the information there. And of course I will send out a newsletter when the new stamps are available. Here I pulled out another stamp to create some texture and interest. Here I'm using another stamp, and as always I haven't cleaned it before, so I don't get that green color. I get kind of a mixture of a pink and green. I don't mind that. I think it's fine on this page. I will now add in more details with the Neocolors. I'm using the number 2 Neocolors. I prefer them against the number 1 because I feel they are more creamier, and as long as I don't need the water resistant effect, I always use the Neocolor II. I felt that the scribbly blue lines were too much centered, so I decided to add in more to the left side so everything looks more unbalanced. That's my favorite part of the process, just playing like a child with crayons and pencils and do some scribbly marks and mark making. That frees me a bit and brings me into a creative mood and flow. And yeah, that's the reason why I do art journaling, mainly because of the fun I have. And sometimes the pieces are turning out nice and I want to hang them onto my wall, and then I recreate a similar piece on a canvas. That's my page for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you are inspired, and we see us next time. Bye!